Hi YouTube, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey, back with another video. Today I definitely wanted to focus on the topic about, it's more of a quote. One of the writers that I typically tend to follow, her name is Abraham Hicks, such a phenomenal woman. Well, to be more clear, it's Esther Abraham Hicks. Those of you guys who know the backstory in terms of her name and why it's structured the way it is, then you know. And for those who don't know, just look at a few of the videos here on YouTube. You'll see the details of why it's considered Esther Abraham Hicks. So anyhow, one quote that she made not too long ago was that the greatest thing you can give yourself is the freedom from what others think. That quote truly resonates with me like no other, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys about it, and also to hear about your own thoughts when it comes to it. So without further ado, as always, we're going to jump right in. So the greatest thing you can give yourself is the freedom from what others think. I truly love that quote, and it definitely resonates with me because I came to realize when I stopped caring about what others think in terms of my everyday existence, in terms of what I had to take on. And I came to realize that I am truly the one who's in control of my scenario, my everyday existence, as far as what I deal with in terms of work, what I deal with in terms of the home front, just simply being out in public. When I truly came to realize that, Jessica, you are the one that truly controls the narrative in this, not the very people you work around or you live near. It was just a major weight lifted like no other. Because you begin to realize that when you came into this world, you came in not knowing any of these individuals. You signed your name on the dotted line to agree to start working with this certain establishment. You didn't know any of those individuals, the new individuals that you work with on the shift. When you signed up and got accepted into that college, and now you're sitting in your spring term class for the morning schedule. I'm just thinking of the words to use when giving these examples. But when you're sitting in class and you're sitting next to those two new students, you guys didn't know each other from Adam, right? But you know you are all there for a reason, which is to get that degree, get that piece of paper in your hand. I say all this to say, even with those little examples, when you came into existence in this vessel, right, you came with a purpose. You might not know what it is right now, but at some point, rest assured, it will be revealed to you. This is where you have to be able to use your logic. Be sensible, as I like to say in most of my videos, but be receptive. Pay close attention to the signs, and you'll start to piece it together just like the rest of us. It starts to flow like no other. You start to realize that, oh, I don't understand how I could have missed this the last time. Well, the reason why you missed it is because you had other things that were distracting you. You didn't really take time to slow up and to pay attention to your surroundings. 2, 3, 4 as I'm saying this. There's steps to this process. There's steps to this thing called life. You know, really getting through this journey called life, that we have to really take heed to truly understand what is our purpose, why are we truly here. And this is where I'm going to give you guys a bit of a story in terms of my own background and how I came to realize what my true purpose is here as well. Okay, so to kind of give you guys a little bit of a backstory with myself, you know, I've went through the whole process of, excelling well in terms of my grades in high school, went into pursuing my college education. I actually pursued and actually have, I had a notification to pop up. I ended up pursuing several degrees afterward. You know, my initial focus, I wanted to actually go into working for the government. That was my heart. But I ended up getting into education and had a change of heart. I realized I love working with students. So I've dealt with students for well over 17 years. believe it or not. I probably don't look it right. I get that quite a bit. Like, you don't even look like you've been in education that long. I have 17 years. I've dealt with a plethora of student types, students from those who are pursuing something as simple as a certificate to even those who were pursuing their undergraduate and graduate degrees, all the way up to the doctoral programs. Various areas, whether it was business, computer science, education, the medical field, nursing, you name it. I've had students in all of those areas and then some. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, criminal justice was another too. So quite a bit. It was very rewarding, you know, especially being able to have those students that did graduate and they reach back to you to let you know what's been going on with them and how they were so forever grateful for crossing paths with you. I think that part is the part that really hits home for me. And it makes me so proud of being a part of their journey when they were in school too, at the time. So now, fast forward. Now, when going through all of this, I know that for a fact, I always had a heart and a passion for wanting to help others. But I knew at this particular point, I wanted to do it on a different scale. I wanted to get into an area that was more so geared towards helping those who are truly in need, such as those who are homeless, that are in poverty. That's my heart. So I shifted gears. And now I started to focus on coming up with ways of being able to contribute to that particular group in some way or another, to be able to leave my mark, as I mentioned in another video, in doing so, which is what prompted me to start my business, which is geared towards that. It's geared towards those areas as far as humanitarian work, philanthropy, things like that. So I found it to be a case where it's best to pursue whatever makes your heart sing. Being able to help others in various capacities is one thing, but you have to be able to find out what's that target, what's that one piece that truly makes your heart sing. And for me, it's just dealing with those and working with those in need. I find it that a lot of us who pursue paths like that, we tend to because we've in some way or another encountered those experiences in our own everyday existence. And being one who went through those experiences, we came to understand, be more understanding, if you will, of those who are currently going through it, and want to find ways to kind of alleviate that so they don't have to continue dealing with it. So I say all this to say, you know, in doing so, this helped me in some way to focus on what truly matters, which is really having a sense of knowing of what my purpose is here in this world, but at the same time, doing so in a way where I'm not caring about what the next man thinks, because the reality of it all, if you care about what the next person thinks, whether it's somebody you work with or maybe someone that you live with, that's another topic for another day, or, you know, it could be someone that you maybe cross paths with daily in certain locations. If you are one that cares so much about what others think, are you truly living out your purpose? Are you truly living your life your way, or are you living it just based on what someone else thinks you should do? I say all this to say that we just have to get to a point where we can just simply live our lives our way and truly do it, genuinely do it. Don't be one to say it and say, oh, you know, I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm doing things my way. But in all actuality, you're caring about what others feel in terms of how you appear on camera, or how you care about what others think in terms of your own beliefs, as far as when it comes to religion or other categories for that matter. Be carefree. Just simply that, carefree. There's no other simple way to just say it. It's just that. I think when one can truly get to that point in their life, it'll be like a breath of fresh air. When you could truly get to a point mentally and say, you know what, I'm truly gonna live life my way. As long as it's not harming anyone, and as long as it's allowing you to get closer to living out your life's purpose for why you're truly here, let's not forget that. I think that's the part that's gonna be the most gratifying feeling ever, it's all about taking that leap and truly just making it happen. What are you guys' thoughts about that when it comes to truly, you know, giving yourself a sense of freedom by simply living life your way and not caring about what others have to say about it? You know, really, truly coming to understanding that I am the one that's truly, you know, driving this vehicle, right? Being the vessel. And that the next person that you're, you know, sitting alongside with, or that you're working alongside with, or that you happen to live in the same household with, that means spouses included. That means parents included. When you truly get out of that mindset and focus on what truly makes you happy and not caring what others think when it comes to what makes you happy, how does that feel? How did that feel for you, for those who've experienced it? I'd like to hear all of you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below, or continue to send me those messages as you have been on the other platforms as well. For those who are new to my page, that have just joined my page recently, my pages, I should say, I was going to say pages because I've seen an uptick in my Instagram as well. Hello, you guys, just know I do see you. And yeah, you guys, I'm going to tell you the same thing. You know, if you would rather, you could just continue to send me messages on the other platforms. You can also send me emails. I respond to emails just as well. But I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts of any experiences that you encountered where you realized that you want to live life your way. As long as it's not hurting anyone, that's all that matters. But at the same time, you know, feel free to share any current scenarios you're dealing with too, because not everyone is truly aware of the importance of being free, free from what others think. You know, some people, they still have a tendency to struggle with that notion. I'd like to hear all of it. Feel free to share it with me. Also, I want to point out that I am still taking consultations as well. I do have a few spots available. If you have any issues with scheduling a time in the calendar, just reach out to me on the other platforms or email me. The emails come through just as well. I do get them pretty quick. And we can then schedule from there. I can get something set up on my end in my calendar. So with that being said, you guys, I'm definitely sending you with love and light, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, you guys.